Oh yeah, Bug. I don't think there's that many people out there that will be expecting it. I've got some faith in Reratum. I don't think they're going to turn up to the showdown and then leave after one game. Even with FaZe being your first hurdle, I'll see if they can find their way through. Ooh, no easy access to the bomb site with Bouncer Brokey on defense. And all in all, it's looking like pretty easy clean-up action for FaZe on the pistol. Kaze just got a bail on this one.
He's going to have to bail into the very capable hands of the Estonian with the Julies, and that's Mr. Ops, who's laid in wait, but I've jinxed him. He gets slapped straight away, and with the bomb in tow, Kaze can maybe get a bomb plant down. The problem is he's low HP, and they have quickly rotated through. Rain on one side, and a sandwich of FaZe on the other, and it's Karrigan that picks up the last frag of the pistol.
And a FaZe sandwich would not be very nutritious, Vince. I don't think that would suit a balanced diet. So he's put it to one side and opted to give up the pistol. Shame as well, you know, if he wouldn't have taken as much damage on the mid-fight, maybe there's a bit more room. Get the $600 from the bomb plant, even if it gets defused, give yourself something off the back of it. But no.
So to see him pop off early, always good news. Some people may be a bit concerned because Rain in particular over on FaZe, typically not the greatest of online players. He's typically a Lanimal rather than being an online king. So players like Brokey probably going to be called upon just that little bit more on FaZe to perform.
I always got a lot of time for these rounds. The Tech 9 train. All the boys on Reratum picking them up, barraging their way into the bomb site. Nice tag from Summer, actually, bringing in the new season onto that one. The Heat taking out the frozen man at the back of the bomb site. Bit more damage done onto Karrigan as well. Brokey, swift response on the MP9. So at the very least, bit of money. You will take the bomb plant, and that's just going to be the $600 wired to the bank accounts. 2 casualties there for FaZe, Vince.
It's all been a bit of an appetizer, a bit of a teaser, and now Reratum able to show us what they really have in store. Fast banana presence being shown, though, by the CTs as FaZe lobbing tons of Molotovs down there. A barrage of smokes and HGs being traded out, but no early casualties. Child King hanging by a thread on 10 HP, and Karrigan with that MP9 could punish if he goes unchecked. The timing just slightly works against Reratum, and more sweet for FaZe is not just the kill, it's the fact that Karrigan can pull out of there pretty much entirely healthy.
That's rough, bud. Oh, played them like a fiddle on that one, really, isn't he? Gets the frag with the MP9, tiptoes around the edge. Brokey steps in for a little bit more. Sees a crack in the doorway. Gives him a little bit of how's your father on the orb. Yeah, this is hellish. You came into this round expecting to actually show maybe there's some momentum away into the game early. Not looking good on the T side. Could be something to say for somebody's play. Up on Arch side, AK in his hands. Frozen a bit paranoid about the backstab round towards CT in case they've already got the timing through Arch. If he finds this, maybe you can put pressure on it. Go for the split push on B.
Oh, somebody. They both keep turning. Oh, it's going to work against him. That's so frustrating. Like you said, that was their gate back in. But it's been shut down with ease. Brokey tries, he made for the flick, can't connect, and now Karrigan's going to be called upon. Try and stall for Frozen to rotate in, but Karrigan doesn't need anybody else. Kaze with one hell of a shot, though, onto Frozen is keeping this round alive. Gets baited out, but still lands the no-scope, and it's going to be able to get that plant down additionally. He'll have enough time to retrieve that AWP and try and put it to use. This round might not be over just yet.
So low on health, though, Vince. So battered and bruised. The main man, Kaze, has to go full kamikaze on this one and do something devilish. Sized himself up for the shot, went for the uppercut, but a near miss. The no-scope was the step too far. Wops on response, picks it up, and FaZe do find 4 with only 3 players going down in the round. Looked like there was a bit of a timeline for that one, though, didn't it? Kaze, he's starting to warm up, Vince.
Couple of beautiful shots. It's going to make the CTs just stay that little bit economically, even though they have a solid lead kicked off already. That's the kind of play that's going to inspire the rest of the troops, though. Karrigan trying to bait out the shot so he could finish off the frag. Another buy coming in. Round loss bonus accruing nicely for Reratum. Can they string 2 painful, deadly rounds back-to-back? Well, Karrigan's just burnt alive. The Karrigan barbecue comes in. Didn't quite catch that. I assume it's over on Banana. Indeed, it leaves Frozen alone for the time being.
So Child King, the young prodigy, proving that he really is a fire starter on that one. Drops the soundtrack on him and burns them away. Oh, look at the timing as well. This is filth. Summer and somebody. Stereo frags on either side of the A site, and the defense is gone, Vince. FaZe have been left with absolutely nothing. Just Frozen and Brokey towards top banana, scratching their heads, wondering how on earth this round has collapsed so quickly. They want to get the weapons out of their hands. Nice swing as well. Child King on the double up takes down Brokey.
Frozen, though, immediately neutralized courtesy of somebody's AK. 4-1 the score, and this is where Kaze's moments of brilliance in that previous round start to catch up just a little bit with FaZe. They should have the funds for another buy, but they may be missing a couple of bells and whistles here and there, and it's more about the next round here, Jackie. If Rare Atom can get success again, as you see Carrigan, it was a HE into the Molotov. Very unfortunate timing for him.
Limited success on entry towards the B site. Will it be a different outcome this time? The nade's pretty chunky. Softens them up on entry. It's a 1-for-1 trade. As Lahang and somebody work in unison. Frozen tries to assault from the top rope. Hits them with the elbow, Vince, and brings us down to a 2 versus 2. Brokey's first on the scene. USP in his hands, waiting for the rotate from Rops. You need to find something. They've got to get at least one pick on the board here. Make it worth their time. See if it's lucrative enough to go for the response on a retake. If it doesn't come soon, it's probably worth bailing out.
The problem is they have no kit, and they have a distinct lack of utility. Just the one flash between the two of them. So the fact they haven't already pulled the plug and got out of there is quite surprising to me, all things considered. It's going to be the easiest of pickings onto Rops, and that's pretty much it. Brokey can't do anything. You got no smoke, no flashes, no incendiaries, nothing to preface you pushing in, and they both get nailed. That's an odd one for me, Jackie, because Inferno is one of those maps that you typically see teams very conservative on. The first sense of danger, they're saving on the CT side. But when you're in positions like this, Jackie, you're thinking, like, you can definitely see a way forward here for FaZe. They time this next smoke. It's going to force Rare Atom into the Lion's Den, into the Viper's Pit, where the Deagles and 5.7s can shine bright.
Will it be bright enough to blot out the play? Because timing's the real big issue. I mean, 23 seconds left on the clock. It relies so heavily on somebody getting them entry into the bomb site. And this bomb actually getting the digits punched in. They've already sussed out what's going on, and the rotate's coming around to assist. The one bullet is all Rops requires. Does damage into him, softens him up for big man Brokey to punish with the USP. The cavalry's arrived, but Lahang's AK will at least buy them time to get the plant off, Vince.
So many casualties, though. And now that Child King's down at 14, Kaze's going to have to do most of the heavy lifting, because Child King has to stay in the apps. He's not going to be afforded to go in for the peak, and his teammate now coming under heavy duress, but it seems they may have done enough. Child King locks it down with 2 in the dying embers, and they manage to just about by the skin of their teeth.
That's where they do some of their best work. Early doors, though. We'll stick to the facts for now. 4-4 scoreline, level pegging. Somebody looking for the contact inside of apps. Rops. He's in position behind the smoke.
No timing here. He's going to get hunted down. Stuck in the smoke right now, but he does get one kill beforehand. Oh, how does he get both, Jackie? That's outrageous. He should have been dead to rights. Rops must have a guardian angel watching over him. Anything else at this point is just on top of it. An absolute blunder from Rare Atom. A hell of a play from Rops.
Mr. McCool just couldn't afford to let that 2-piece go. Like you said, ice cold inside of the apps. Frozen. Let's see if he can sing on this one. Close angle work with, goes for the swing. 2 targets in front of him. Couldn't prioritize. Goes down to Summer once again. Lahang. Ooh. Depending on the swing, he could have actually been a real thorn in their side. But it's a nice connection off Brokey's AWP, and they can call for the quick rotate. Look to assist Carrigan. 37 seconds on the clock. Smoke goes up. Molly over the back line, forcing him in through the smoke. He wants to take down the bomb plant. Clean pre-fire with a connection straight into the head of Kaze. And Summer has so much to get done.
Post-plant will be forthcoming. They're not going to be able to deny that, but they will deny his life immediately after. He pays the sacrifice in blood, but it will get more financial options available.
Some interesting rounds up to this point. Vi comes back out for either side. Cheeky maneuver up towards top banana. Looks a little bit sloppy, but they clean up. Shut down Frozen for first contact. It's an early kill. Nade rolling in. Dunking a ton of damage back onto Child King as well, bringing him down to 48 HP.
Atom again, sure, Summer's on 11, Child King below 50 himself, and they don't have much to show for it in terms of utility. No smokes left, but 2 incendiaries. And a flash now being tossed in. He's going to put the pressure onto Robs. He's had a bit of a slow start here, but this would be a great time for him to stand tall and deliver. And he's nailed 1 kill, but it's more about surviving now and allowing the rest of FaZe to get into position for this retake. But Summer, the snake in the grass, has struck Carrigan and nails him down for a death.
Big play, biding his time perfectly. Gives them even more room to breathe inside of this round. Flips the script once again, forcing FaZe to pull off the retake. Up close, information gathered for Rain. Spam onto Pit, but it's not clean enough to shut down Kaze. Broke, realizing how much he's biting off on this one. And Breaky backs off from it. Can't dilly-dally and hang around. I mean, only potential problem could be even saving these weapons. If he's not ready for the run around the corner, you could have Summer, again, deny another orb save. He's going to hear him going into Ruins as well. And he's even reading it like a book, expecting the flank round the corner from Robs. Doesn't play into it. He was setting up for the exit. Surely not both of them. At least the orb saved, brought into the next then. So 1 weapon guaranteed. Rare Atom, again equalizing the split of rounds.
I think that pretty much says it all, Jackie. I don't need to say too much about Rob's reaction there to how this game has been going.
He looks like he's having a great time, Vince. He's having a really good time. Oh, the wheels are coming off on this one. So it would be a really good time for Rare Atom. Again, towards Banana, mate. That's another opening pick for free. The 5-7s, they would need to sing and really do a ton of damage onto the better weaponry you've got to work with here to slow down the T's here in the 11th. Only potential big boon, I was going to say, should be Brokey's walk towards the apartments, but it's actually a nice tap from Frozen's 5-7. If he can get himself a rifle out of it, could be pretty clean. Oh, mate, the leg shot on the no-scope, you are going to be fuming. Rain's got so much to do now, grabbing the Kalashnikov, spraying and praying, but unanswered on that one.
Freebie for Robs. Can he survive, though? He knows he's going to get pressured from middle if he's not careful, and he's waiting for his teammate to get in position, which is Frozen. But he's done everything he could have asked for. Fell back. Kept them on their toes, puts a smoke in play, flicks up for another one, but gets traded out, and there is Frozen. FaZe just about get to 6 first.
But still, bud, is that a sustainable round? Last one of the first half coming in close then. Buy back into it. Substantially weaker here for Rare Atom. And it's only going to go from bad to worse. Rops again takes the contact peek out, and beheads Lahang with the opener.
Kaze also feeling worse for wear. Let's try and shrug off the early damage as he's down to 60. Ooh, somebody on an audacious push outside of Apps, trying to catch them off guard, pushing through the smoke. And it's backfired well and truly. May have felt desperate to try and make something happen. Maybe a bit of frustration creeping in. He can't afford to make those errors and mistakes against a team of FaZe's experience. And our Rain thinking about going in for that peak, holding the off angle, waiting for the pop flash. The pop flash is good, but the follow-up damage not there, and he gets punished.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a bit of a nightmare, mate. Playing ping pong with a Hey G. Gonna blow up in his face, literally. Rocks with 20 health then, down in the pit. Pressure's mounting. Summer on contact off the back of the flashbangs. Puts them in the blender. Oh, he's put it up to 11 as well, mate. Pieces of FaZe all over the kitchen, Vince, and it's only Brokey left breathing.
It's ridiculous that Atom are even in this position in the first place. FaZe had total control over the site. Now Brokey's going to have to try and put those pieces back together again. Oh, it's just so difficult to see how he gets this one done. Deciding he wants the more mobile approach of the M4. Knows where 2 of the 3 players are. Damage is being inflicted. Finally gets his man of Child King, but the time is too low on the clock, and Kaze will backstab him from the shadows. We're all even come the second half. But I would fear the worst for FaZe if they lose this pistol round, Jackie. I think this is incredibly important, and already we're seeing Rare Atom showing that aggressive style again, getting straight down Banana.
Oh, hey. This could be hellish, actually. Oh, hello, Child King on the move. The USP, skill damage. Pulling out all the shots on contact, and it's over. Vince, they've absolutely ruined them.
They're not having an open play, few players missing out on some Molotovs and other key parts of utility, and they're getting aggressive. showing no signs of nerves, no signs of respect, but that could backfire, and Brokey stands his ground for 2.
Oh, it's pretty uncomfortable as well, actually. Summers hit his scroll wheel on the battle. Goes flying up in the air. Leaves himself open to the shots back, so you lose the 2 players. I mean, nice heads-up play. Like you said, it goes to show they're feeling confident in the fights. You were hoping Child King and Summer would catch them off guard. The one other element is at least now FaZe are going to be thinking, all right, they might go for these crazy mid plays. You planted a seed of doubt and conditioned them off the back of the play, even if it didn't work out. Oh, bit of info back up. Frozen wants to swing from it, and he's seen the barrel. Timing on the nade over the top. You're looking to get the splash damage out, knowing where he was playing, but Lahang just fights it and gets the frag.
With this being effectively a bonus round for Rare Atom here, if they can get the W, this would send reverberating shockwaves down FaZe for the rest of this half. Somebody from the back, not for the first time, plunges the dagger deep with the AK. And Lahang has them on a cross. He's had a bit of a rough game so far. Ended the first half with 3 kills. Do they just want to save? When you consider Child King has no money left, they've got an AK, I think save is the correct call. Typically, Rare Atom, a very aggressive team, but it's good to know. Players deep in thought, pensive about what's going to be coming up into this next round. There's the scroll wheel you talked about. Yeah, frustration. So with the save, there will be no AWP in play. Got a ton of grenades finding their way on Banana on both sides. Karrigan moves up untouched to the broken wall, and he's going to be okay to sit there for a while, but now the grenades start to shatter him. Goes in for the peak, big entry frag. Surely they check sandbags where Lahang is there, but he's kind of stuck now. He has to try and stand his ground and fight as best as he can. He's worried about being sideswiped, and he gets flashed and then fragged by Brokey. A perfect start for FaZe.
All the way over towards the A site. Using the nades in. Karrigan on contact walks up, all down to Child King. Playing behind the pillar, fast FaZe around the corner. It's a beautiful tap, and that should be the round done.
Yeah, the round is going to be put into position. It's going to be another save for Rare Atom. Could potentially yield another buy into the next round, but it's going to be scrappy. FaZe now starting to show a bit of that class that was maybe missing in large parts in the rifle rounds in that first half. And also, when you look at the kill dispersal between the entire team, very close. 4 players on double digits. Rain just lagging behind a tad. Everyone's pulling their weight on FaZe. That's always a good sign for this team.
Everyone's so close round towards brackets. Walk up inside of the smoke on Arch from Rops, looking for the lurk. He's got the timing on it. This is beautiful. Backstab potential for free. Finds the angle for the headshot onto Kaze. The penny drops, but the bullets keep on coming, and he's absolutely ruined them on the flank from the side. Battered his way into the bomb site and guaranteed another A site confirmation for FaZe.
Powerful plays by Rops. That's more like what you want to see from this guy. What's been missing maybe in some of the matches in the last few months. Lahang with an exit frag that really doesn't mean a great deal unless he could have saved the AK, which was rejected.
It's like there's less Rare Atom, more rare rounds at the minute on the CT side, which is not the position you want to be in off the back of some of the moves we've seen from them. Nice timing on the swing out, at least. They tried to draw the crosshair off as the flashbang's going over. Breaky takes the shot that goes right down the middle, effectively nutmegging him. Kaze kicks back off as well with the scope and assaults onto Rob. So you've actually got 2 pickups here. If they could spread their wings again, get a little bit of confidence back, and actually keep the weapons alive. They used to say there's not more to be done. We'll stick to the present for now. You've got Rain washing his way up, getting close towards the site. Summer on the off angle towards the box, looking for the peek in. Karrigan with the bomb on his back, debating if he goes from pillar to post here, and he's actually going to opt to go back up Banana, join his teammate in Frozen. Take the late play towards B, caught in rotation though. He refaces mid as Child King's peeking it. Rain gets the entry onto Summer as well, and now this is turning into a real predicament. Kaze pre-scope Vince. They're not going to have the audio cue on this, but Karrigan goes for the heads-up play, whole way round through balcony.
30 seconds left. Frozen's going to shut down somebody, and that puts this well in the realms of FaZe. After going down a couple of players, it was looking good for Rare Atom. So this is the one you feel like they needed to win in the best of 3 if they wanted any hope of taking it. And they're on the brink of losing it and bowing down to a very strong T-Hawk from FaZe.
Shame as well, because I think that was your opportunity. It presented itself, but it's been taken away. Just like that, Vince. Visualized by the chicken. Blaze up in front of your eyes, feathers everywhere. And yeah, not feeling too ideal at all. Yeah, it hasn't been a single sustainable round since the opening pistol, really. You know, you're not going to win those again. It's just not going to come your way. So in terms of the actual rifles, mate, it's all gone awry. Somebody here, hard scoped in on the AWP, looking to lay down the law. Plays off the back of the timing, wants to burn the additional 20 seconds off the clock and leave them with a 10-second window after it fades. They blow it open, but he blows them straight back with the AWP. The barrel connects, Frozen goes down, Carrigan on contact, trades it out. Lahang, back at the bomb site, his head's been popped, and this is looking horrific for them. 13 seconds, but the rotate's too far away. You're gonna have to play for the retake or the game is gone.
And it's a retake with one AWP in play. And they additionally don't have any kits apart from Summer. Now the smoke has cleared. 1/3 of the timer ticks away. The fuse getting lower and lower. Scarier and scarier as each moment passes. And Rare Atom, they've got to start pushing in. You can't be sat back at CT spawn. Flash now comes out, does flash one of those positions off, but there's no one there to follow up the charge. And they're just going to get dissected one by one. They get blitzed by FaZe, who take the first map 13-8. Yeah, I'd like to see them make this a scrappy, really claustrophobic kind of map for FaZe by being aggressive on the CT side. It's a map that lends itself to aggressive pushes on catwalk, down ramp, where we can see right now. And I'd like to see them try and take the initiative just a little bit more. Molly tossed in with smokes, however. In fact, it's just the smoke, but it's going to be the frags from Rain who comes in with a quick fire double.
All right, Glock fade, literally making them fade away. Two of them down and out. Summer taking a beating as well, but it's somebody that replies with a P2K. Nice follow-up frag. Quick tap. Tries to go back in for seconds, but Frozen wants none of it. And FaZe Clan seem to be grabbing themselves their second pistol of the series overall versus Rare Atom, only conceding one of them back on Inferno. Unless Summer can do something special. Not here, Vince. Through the smoke. Yeah, it could have been lethal, actually, if they went for the flank through mid-side and he's ready with a Mag 7. Not a lot of love for the shotguns, Vince. It feels like everyone judges me for picking them up. But I tell you, Mag 7, it packs a punch. If you're handy with the steel, you can absolutely ruin people. Let's see how confident Rare Atom are with those bad boys. Because if you don't get pushed, making a retake maneuver with a Mag isn't that easy. No real range to talk about. Nice clap back with a deagle at least. So you've gone 1 for 1 in the opening engagements, losing Summer and Frozen. And Carrigan's pretty low, Vince, 11 HP. Wops gets the bomb dialed in towards the site. Actually takes a hit through the smoke as well. Could be room for a bit of an upset on this round.
The lack of kit is going to become more and more of a problem, though, as time goes on. So Rare Atom right now, the smokes are starting to clear. May get a couple of opportunities for kills, but at some stage, they're going to be thinking about pulling the plug and saving. It seems like they're trying to soften up FaZe here and let the bomb do the work for them on that detonation. See how many of these players are going to go down with the ship. There's the Mag 7 as he gets splattered, courtesy of somebody. And Carrigan may not be the only player to fall prey to the shotgun as somebody comes in as well. So they're not going to get the round, but they've got a whole bunch of casualties. Rain the last man standing as they dial in a 2-0, but Rare Atom trade up to a couple of Galils. I think I'll be pretty happy with this outcome, all things considered. Now the pressure dialed back up on FaZe. However, you can pretty much scrap everything we've just said if FaZe come out here and punish Rare Atom and make it clean. So you've got a chance, but you need to deliver on that promise, and Child King gets flashed in. Rain nullified from the deagle, and he can hold position as well and keep his eyes on middle. He's going to go through the smoke and pick up the AK. Nice little upgrade again, and Brokey's taking a stray scout shot.
Kaze scoped up back towards the temple, but opts to reposition. Sets up with his teammates, players on either side. Lahang looking for the walkout, but shows a bit of skin too early. The off angle working better for Rops there. Somebody just sprints in through the flames though, Vince. He's dialing up the heat in the server. 2 clean connections, and it's all down to Brokey. The bullets going awry in the 1v1 versus Child King. And Rare Atom will take that one to the bank.
That round is exactly what I was talking about. Aggression, taking the opportunities, catching FaZe in these transitional moments and punishing them. Hot flash into peak, beautiful shot from Child King, and then this from somebody. No one watching Donut, that's a little bit of a mistake from FaZe, but it still needed to be punished, and he does it and then some.
Using this time to debate and discuss what you want to do going into the round and see if they can force weapons out of the hands of Rare Atom, alongside draining a whole ton of utility. $200-300 every few seconds being thrown out. Somebody takes contact down towards midside and will win out versus Robs. So first pick's clean, and the herd of FaZe do back off as Rain's calling for them to assist towards the B ramp.
Child King just spotting and then backs off 30 seconds. They know there's no need to go overextension and get picked off one by one. Play together. Spray is good. Child King gets nailed down to a measly 21 and loses his teammate, but there's only 15 seconds left on the clock, and Brokey himself is feeling worse for wear. He's going to get the plant down, though. Just squeezes that in because there is a rotation, but it's taking a while around the back. Trying to make sure that they at least get this job done here, even if it is at a cost of a couple more players. But Frozen neutralizes Lee Hang's rotational play. Does he have the lineup? He does. Sprays through and takes out Child King. This round now winnable for Frozen. Up on 100 HP. Spray comes in, but just goes awry. And Kaze will punish him. So close, though, for FaZe picking up a third.
And resulted in FaZe really cleaning up versus the investment on Rare Atom, but they keep a good majority of their weapons alive, including 2 of the AKs. Oh, look at the contact play, Vince. Double walk up, Lahang on the close angle, trying to play anti. Sees the back of the shoulder there for Brokey. They don't expect the second man, and that could be the real problem maker. Needed 2, ideally. Goes down after the first, but Kaze again with the flicks, showing how much impact this team can have.
Yeah, this is just brute force. Holding the line, forcing Rain back on 17 HP alongside Rops, who's only got the 1 kill so far on this map. And all 3 players healthy. They additionally have pushed down aggressively. Summer has the angle up close of double doors. He's going to hear the footsteps from a mile off. Can relay the information and get that rotation in. Rain's given his position away. Went for the 50-50 heads up play, and the timing is going to work against Summer. Robs maybe can pull the rabbit out of the hat in his 1-on-3. Molly down should stop Kaze from dealing any deathly blows and won't be able to deny the bomb plant. And now it's all down to Robs. We've seen him clutch these time after time.
Wants to isolate the angles. He's expecting the walk up. Child King felt like he stalled on that one. Stopping and starting. Nice look down. Kaze was trying to play anti-flash and look at the ground so the flashbang wouldn't blind him, and then he could get the refrag off. Doesn't work out though. Robs.
Huge play by Robs. That flashbang perfect catches the AWP out in the open. And that's going to play hell with the economy now of Rare Atom, who's going to try and get aggressive, try and take that venom and inject it directly into the veins of FaZe, but Rain says no. Act 10 stands tall, prevails, and Karrigan's going to get aggressive now. Looking for that entry frag. Does get bested by Child King, though, and quickly the advantage switches on its head before Robs equalizes it once more.
Somebody taking a sec to line up the fights, but it goes his way when he's given the opportunity for free. No response back. They can't trade. No schoolyard action with the Pokemon cards here into round 7. No trading today. And Frozen, he's on his warpath, walks up through Red Room. It's an absolute death run to get through, though. Lahang has the close contact. He heard the footsteps, so he calls for the rotate. Delayed reactions. Lee Hang will take the AK and the round. Rare Atom clap back instantly. Of course, effectively just translates to young prodigy for the main man Child King, who's so damn good in some of these rounds. It's been cool to see him playing on a whole nother level as well, Vince. Ooh, Barrel going to give you away here. Down towards mid. Frozen. All right, that's pretty clinical. Scalpel's come out. He's made the incision. You've got control towards mid side. Rain's posturing round, up through lane as well. This isn't going to be an easy round for Rare Atom, Vince, especially with that continuing the damage. Kaze towards Donut has to do something unthinkable, and they've got 2 angles of elevation to fight onto him, even getting the tag on the fadeaway. And Child King, pressure really on him now. Instantaneous tap from Rain, and this round has gone down the drain.
Down the drain, but will there be any save weapons? Kaze somehow gets away with that onto Robs. albeit dropped down to 13. And there's a player in Donut. That's going to be frozen in hot pursuit. And he will not miss the opportunity at adding an extra kill to the tally. As do FaZe, as they move to 4 rounds, they still trail by 1. But this game has been back and forth so much, Jackie. Both economies hanging by a thread.
It's not easy, mate. It's a nice little movement tech as well there, where he peeks the corner. With those lower roofs, if you're doing it on nuke, especially coming out of heart or down towards lower through secret, if you jump and hit your head off it like this, you reset far quicker. It's very useful in pistol rounds coming out of heart through nuke door on main. We have the nice 1v2 pickup from Rops. So in the clutch category, there's certainly some momentum in their favor as well. Burning out on mid. You take a ton of damage, but you get the big prospect of at least an opening pick with somebody being down and out early here in the 11th. We've been touching on the fact he's the difference maker for the team right now, Vince. So isolating him could give them good stock in the round.
There's a talisman at the head of the table. The table's been smacked down. Need someone else to step up and pick it. And putting their final resting place on A, where 2 of the CTs are laid in wait, one of which is Lee Hang with the M4.
Lee Hang's been a bit quiet today, but this is an opportunity to get loud. He's good for 1. No double up, but Kaze will bail the team out with the response on the rotate. 3 versus 3. Summer strikes from the back line going out through Temple and even softens up Carrigan, putting FaZe in a rough predicament now. Child King and Kaze. Up close, Carrigan looking to take the fight to them, Vince, but beheaded, down again, just to Rops. Can he find another 1v2 in this matchup? Surely not. He's trying to make the best of it. Wants to decorate the FaZe emblem in gold with the arabesque in his hands. The Nay trying to force him off the defuse, baits it out, and the pre-fire connects. Kaze gone, and Rops with another 1v2.
Gonna be a rough one for Rare Atom. You've got 4 MP9s, pardon me. Lee Hang just picked up one as well. And that Mag 7 that we saw somebody splattering faces early on in this half. They're gonna get aggressive. Down onto the ramp, trying to force Rain out of position, but he just totally destroys Child King round the corner.
Battered economy. Potential for another 6-6, but for it to be same as Inferno, you're going to have to do something ridiculous with the broken weaponry you've got. And so far, the choreography of Counter-Strike favors FaZe massively. Child King and somebody, both taken out in seconds. Lee Hang at least gets his hands on an AWP. There's room to pass it over on the rotate. But Kaze towards cave, isolated and found. You've got to go for it, Vince. 2 versus 4. Nade's going to ruin them. No point saving, though. Can't take it into the second half. Is there anything that can be said for Rare Atom?
I think that's going to be a resounding no. They get an interesting drive-by headshot. What? I looked like it was on. Either way, 7-5 half to FaZe. And now, FaZe on the CT side are going to be withstanding the storm. Now, Rare Atom typically do their best work on TR for pretty much every single map. So if they can get ahead early, this could get real interesting. But Rops giving the haircut as Child King pummeled out of the round, and now may have to try and stand a little bit firmer because all the T's are rushing them down. That flash from Frozen was perfect, hitting all 3 players as they entered out of Donut, and now they're able to try and scamper around the side of the smoke. Brokey goes in once again. That USP is singing deathly hymns on the side of Rare Atom. 2 more kills, leaving Kaze in a 1-on-5.
FaZe, the team of photographers, as it's all headshots, Vince. 4 of them in a row. Looking for the 5th, Kaze trying to go for the gangster play, but it's not to be made here on the Glock burst. He goes down. Another pistol picked up, only conceding 1. The second half pistol on Inferno. The 3 other pistol rounds have been FaZe's hands down over the course of this BO3 today.
That flash from Frozen, man, can't be understated. That might actually be the MVP of this round. I know it's some slick. Right now, FaZe just killing the clock. They're asking to start to push forward, and Carrigan has been bested. Pretty clean kill at that. Lee Hang only losing 28. That opens up business through Cave. It's going to make mid-control a lot easier to deal with as well. An opportunity, a chance for Rare Atom. But they need to grab onto this opportunity with both hands, Jackie. It's not good enough to let this one slip. A team of FaZe's caliber will not give you a second opportunity.
They give you a chance, you got to go for the throat. Seize the initiative, like you say, Vince. With 35 seconds left on the clock, let's see if there's potential for that. Rain domes the first man, but Hank bested after just one frag. Summer strikes back again with the Kalashnikov. But the precision from Rain down towards Red at least gives them a bit more time. Frozen unable to deny both of the players pushing in from separate angles. And Rain's position still has so much to do, but they expect it. The spam towards Cave works out. They isolate him, and it's all down to Robs. Surely not a third 1v2. Can he do it again? The pre-fire around the corner cleans up onto the toes of Child King as he's now down and out. Kaze with 9 HP, playing on the angle. The barrel gives the game away, and finally Robs comes unstuck in the clutch. There's not another game if this all goes wrong. In a minute, everything's going relatively right for them. A bit more pace on this as well. Up close towards Red already. If you find the free pick onto Frozen, that puts the Deagle down in the dirt. Carrigan on the peek up towards lane makes the play with Rain, and that will be the bullet to the head of Lahang. He's down and out. It's the first pick for FaZe in the 17th.
Paranoia setting in for Rare Atom, knowing they need to push forward sooner rather than later, and they're going to try and knock down the door of this A site and get up close and personal. See if they can dethrone FaZe, evict them from this site. And Summer right now, as he tries to pillage through Donut, is on the receiving end of Frozen's Deagle. And somebody, though, is going to keep the dream alive. Adds up to his 17th kill. He's been quiet for a while, but now reigniting, getting that second wind. And Rare Atom have a chance of getting a post plant down in this 3-on-3.
Pre-fire from the Galil. Hey, it's only the smoke, Vince. A raging inferno, sure, but that's not going to be enough to completely block off the pathway. And Rain, he's reading this one, expecting someone to be close in the smoke. As soon as it dissipates, he can strike, even walking through it. Little bit of skin shown from somebody. Well, now you've got the edge. A 3 versus 2. Child King and Kaze again, Vince, have to go off.
Child King is going to be let on quite a bit here because his teammate is low, and Rain and Frozen put those MP9s, spitting bullets, perforating their adversaries and securing a 10th round on top of it.
And it's a change-up in how FaZe are playing it, with Brokey taking the AWP round 2 Cave, playing on the close angle towards the lip. And Rops looking for info, round on A main as well. If he over-eggs this one, and you see Rare Atom pick up the frag from somebody's lurk, maybe, just maybe there's something to be said.
Oh, slow peeking that angle is going to cost Summer his life, but somebody will neutralize Rops. Brokey needs to pull out of that fire. Down to 16. He wanted to get aggressive, but it's like that Rare Atom had read the script. They were a couple steps ahead of him. That's going to put a lot more pressure on this B side. We're actually going to trade out Carrigan. He goes back over onto A, but thinks better of that decision because Frozen's pushed all the way through on main, and even trade back and forth as Kaze and Brokey both get involved. But Brokey's 16 HP may not be tested. There's no HEs or Molotovs, so he's going to be able to stand and start to just rain down some hell. And as the observer shows us, the bomb is nowhere close. They have to go back and pick this one up. They may end up running out of time here, and it's Lahang in a 1-on-2, and he has to go onto the B side. He has no time to go for the rotation, and Brokey is still here laid in wait, playing the off angle. Lahang deals with him, but he has no idea where Frozen is.
They've been given a miracle to even get themselves into this position. Lahang, does he realize where he's being flanked from as Frozen is slowly making his move in? Footstep after footstep, he slowly skulks his way onto the bomb site, and Lahang plays with his back covered towards Cave. Frozen wants to walk in. Barrel gives the game away, but the pre-fire is off, and the missed shot is his downfall. It should have been his. It should have been an 8th, but instead it's Frozen taking FaZe to 11.
It's so brutal to see a player miss out on an opportunity like that when you know what's on the line. Not just the survival in this map, but if they lose this map, they're done. They're done on day one. And like you said, everything was going in his favor. He did the hard work of plucking out Brokey, who had a mammoth of a round, a masterclass with the AWP. But then when it really came down to it, he flubbed his lines. individually skilled players, but these mistakes that are accruing, maybe you get away with this in domestic matchups against the likes of Chinese and Mongolian teams. You will not be given that second chance from FaZe. They will absolutely punish you. Child King straight through a middle, gets the entry they've been looking for, but he gets traded back, and Rain goes in for a second. A 2-for-2 trade as Carrigan gets barbecued on the periphery, but Rain still standing, still swinging and delivering.
A catastrophic hat trick. Oh, Robs ripped to pieces by the fast swing from somebody on the Galil. Gets gory, but Rain is still standing, and he's looking to wash over them in this round. The 4K is too much for him. It's only Brokey that remains. They've still got a safety net of being so far ahead in the grand scheme of the game here on the second map. For Rare Atom, it's do or die. Live by the sword, die by the sword each and every round. For FaZe, it's just a matter of formality if they can maintain this one.
Summer's in real trouble now, but the time is so low. Brokey can't get the spray, and Summer survives on 10 HP. But it's like they can't unlock that last door. It's padlocked. It has 5 different locks on it. It's made of reinforced steel, and they don't have the firepower to kick it down. That has been a consistent problem for Rare Atom here. So maybe mixing it up, getting a fast, aggressive hit on the B side is the remedy.
But it could be over so quick if they don't clear their angles, and Carrigan in the back swings in. Brokey, he went for the fight down lane, but he makes the move back towards cave and peeks in, spelunking with the aggression as the boulder maneuver works well for 2, leaving it all on Lee Hang in a 1 versus 2. Bomb gets planted. They've got the flank out. Frozen with the confidence waltzes his way in to take the series. 2-0, Rare Atom down and out in the showdown.
The favorites end up prevailing. Rare Atom made them sweat just a little bit though, Jackie. Wasn't a bad performance at all, but yeah, FaZe were just too strong.